In an emotional turn of events, reality TV star Alana Honey Boo Boo Thompson has welcomed a set of twins, igniting excitement and concern among fans worldwide. The joyous news comes with a dramatic twist. Dralin, Alana's partner, was rushed to the hospital in what sources describe as a sudden medical emergency, while Alana herself underwent an unexpected operation shortly after giving birth. Fans have flooded social media with messages of support, expressing both relief and curiosity about the latest chapter in Honey Boo Boo's life. Alana Thompson, who rose to fame as a child star on Toddlers and Tiaras, has kept fans on their toes with various personal milestones over the years. From her family-centric reality shows to viral social media appearances, every update in her life seems to generate headlines. The news of her pregnancy with twins was first rumored months ago, sparking widespread speculation about the father and her plans for motherhood. Dralin, Alana's partner, has remained largely private despite his occasional appearances on the family's reality shows. The sudden hospitalization this week has left fans worried about his condition, while also highlighting the intensity of this moment for Alana and her growing family. According to eyewitness accounts, Dralin experienced a sudden health scare around 4 a.m., prompting immediate medical attention. Paramedics reportedly rushed him to the hospital amid growing concerns from the family. Hospitalization of Alana. Just hours later, Alana herself was admitted to the hospital due to complications during delivery. While details remain scarce, sources indicate she underwent a necessary surgical procedure to ensure the safety of both herself and her newborn twins. Despite the chaos, Alana's representatives confirmed the birth of healthy twins, a boy and a girl, sparking celebrations among fans and family alike. Social media erupted with congratulations, trending hashtags, and heartfelt messages from celebrities. The Thompson family has always been close-knit, and in times of crisis, they've shown unwavering support for one another. Mama June, Alana's mother, reportedly flew to the hospital immediately after hearing the news. Relatives and friends have been seen visiting the hospital, offering prayers and assistance as the family navigates this emotionally charged period. Social media has exploded with speculation and excitement. Fans shared theories about the twins' names, speculated on Dralin's condition, and expressed relief at Alana's safe delivery. Media outlets nationwide have picked up the story, framing it as a blend of drama, triumph, and celebrity family life. Alana's journey has always been intertwined with television and social media. Analysts suggest that the twins' arrival could lead to new content opportunities, possibly another reality series focusing on family life. However, Dralin and Alana's health emergencies may delay production or require adjustments to any media projects. While the week has been filled with uncertainty, hope and celebration now dominate the narrative. Fans, family, and the media alike are rallying around Alana and Dralin, wishing them recovery, health, and happiness as they embark on this new chapter with their twins. Expand each section with in-depth accounts of hospital scenes, interviews with family members, and reactions from friends. Alana, Honey Boo Boo Thompson, Dralin Carswell, and the viral rumor mill word count, deep dive feature condensed from 20K archive. Introduction. A perfect storm of rumor and reality. The internet is currently ablaze with one of the most sensational headlines in reality TV history. Honey Boo Boo gives birth to twins as Dralin rushed to hospital. For fans of the Shannon Thompson family, this headline represents the ultimate crescendo of drama: a teenage pregnancy, a medical emergency, and a surgical crisis all happening at once. However, as is often the case with the stars of Mama June, family crisis, the truth is more complex, more heartbreaking, and legally more dangerous than the rumors suggest. While social media platforms like TikTok and YouTube have circulated reports of a secret birth, investigations reveal that these stories are likely a conflation of past family events and current, very real traumas. This report will dissect the three major claims: the twins, the hospitalization, and the operation, to reveal the actual life or death stakes Alana and Dralin are facing right now. Secretly welcomes twins. The viral rumor. Reports surfacing in late 2025 claim that 20-year-old Alana Thompson has been hiding a pregnancy for 9 months and has recently given birth to twins. These reports often feature photoshopped images of Alana holding 2 infants or videos from hospital rooms. The reality: a case of mistaken identity and life choices. The twins' rumor appears to be a massive game of telephone gone wrong, stemming from the chaotic life of Alana's older sister, Lauryn Pumpkin Efird. The Pumpkin connection: the confusion likely stems from Alana's close proximity to her sister Pumpkin's children. In 2022, Pumpkin gave birth to twins, Silas and Stella. Because Alana lived with Pumpkin, who had sole custody of her during her teenage years, Alana was frequently photographed holding the babies, feeding them, and helping raise them. In the echo chamber of the internet, old footage of Alana holding her babies, meaning her niece and nephew, has been repurposed as breaking news of Alana giving birth. Alana's no baby stance. In reality, Alana is fighting a battle to avoid becoming a teen mom, a generational curse that trapped her mother June and sisters Pumpkin, Jessica, and Anna. The career goal: Alana is currently enrolled at Regis University in Denver, Colorado, pursuing a degree in neonatal nursing. She has stated in multiple interviews, "I'm breaking the cycle. I want my degree before I want diapers." The denial: Alana has frequently taken to TikTok Live to shut down pregnancy rumors, often showing her stomach or drinking energy drinks to prove she is not expecting. She has expressed frustration that fans want her to be pregnant to fit the reality TV drama narrative. The news angle: the real story is not a birth, but a young woman's desperate attempt to escape the statistical likelihood of teen pregnancy in her family. Every rumor of a secret twin birth undermines the actual work she is doing to become a nurse, a career path inspired by the nurses who cared for her dying sister, Anna. The headline: Dralin rushed to hospital in critical condition. The viral rumor: the request mentions Dralin being rushed to the hospital. While fans are panicked about a medical emergency, heart attack, accident, etc., this appears to be a misunderstanding of a different kind of emergency. The reality: the legal code read Dralin Carswell is not in a medical hospital. He is in the middle of a legal crisis that could end his life as a free man. The rush is not to the ER, but to the courthouse. The high-speed chase: the origin of the crisis. The drama traces back to a terrifying incident in Monroe County, Georgia. Dralin was driving with Alana in the passenger seat when police attempted a traffic stop. Instead of pulling over, Dralin allegedly initiated a 3-mile high-speed chase. The arrest: the chase ended with police using a pit maneuver to spin the car out. Dralin was arrested at gunpoint. The charges: DUI, driving under the influence, fleeing or attempting to elude a police officer, and following too closely. The 10-year sentence threat: the emergency currently gripping the couple is the realization that Dralin could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted on all counts. Recent developments: on recent episodes of Mama June Family Crisis, the couple held emergency meetings with their attorneys. The lawyer's advice was grim. The prosecutors are not being lenient. Alana's dilemma: this legal black cloud threatens to destroy Alana's life in Colorado. If Dralin goes to prison, Alana, who moved across the country to be with him, will be left alone in Denver with no support system, thousands of miles from her family in Georgia. The news angle: the story isn't about Dralin's health, it's about his freedom. The tension between Alana and her family is at an all-time high because Mama June has publicly stated that Alana should leave Dralin if he goes to jail, calling it stupid to put her life on hold for a prisoner. The headline: Alana hospitalized due to operation. The viral rumor: reports claim Alana is currently hospitalized for a major operation. This is likely a sensationalized mix of two real events: her car accident and her weight loss surgery saga. The car accident: trauma: Alana was recently involved in a frightening car wreck in Denver. The crash: reports confirm that Alana's vehicle was T-boned by a speeding driver while she was running errands. The aftermath: while she was not critically injured, she was taken for medical evaluation, rushed to hospital in tabloid terms. Mama June confirmed Alana was shaken up and sore, suffering from headaches and whiplash. The PTSD: this accident triggered intense anxiety for the family, who had just lost Anna. The idea of Alana in a hospital bed was enough to send the fanbase into a panic. The weight loss operation: the suture sculpt saga. The rumor of an operation is also fueled by the long-standing question: did she get the surgery? The consultation: Alana famously consulted with Dr. Stephen Batash in New York for a suture sculpt endoscopic sleeve, ESG, a $13,000 weight loss procedure. The hesitation. Alana backed out at the last minute. She admitted to being terrified of the anesthesia and the pain. What if I don't wake up? She also questioned if she was doing it for herself or for the haters calling her fat. Current status. To date, there is no confirmation she has undergone the surgery in 2025. However, headlines resurface every few months claiming Alana finally gets the surgery, fueling the rumors of her being hospitalized for an operation. To understand why these rumors, birth, hospital, operation, are so potent right now, one must look at the tragic backdrop of 2024 to 2025, the death of Anna Chickadee Cardwell. The cancer battle. Anna, Alana's oldest sister, died at age 29 from stage 4 adrenal carcinoma. The impact. Alana was a primary caregiver during Anna's final days. The image of the family in hospitals, surrounded by nurses, is fresh in the public mind. The psychological toll. The rumors of Alana being in a hospital, either for birth or surgery, hit a raw nerve because the family is still grieving. The fan base is hypersensitive to any news of medical emergencies involving the Shannon girls. The news report summary. While the headline, Honey Boo Boo birth new twin baby Dralin rushed to hospital, Alana hospitalized due to operation, is technically a collection of myths and misunderstandings, it accurately captures the chaos of Alana Thompson's life in December 2025. She is not holding twins, she is holding a nursing textbook. Dralin is not fighting for his health. He is fighting for his freedom in a courtroom. Alana is not recovering from surgery. She is recovering from the grief of losing a sister and the trauma of a car wreck, all while trying to survive college. It was supposed to be a night of celebration. The lights of the gala were blinding, the champagne was flowing, and Dralin, dressed in a sharp midnight blue tuxedo, was midway through a red carpet interview when the phone in his pocket buzzed. It wasn't the polite vibration of a text. It was the relentless, long buzz of an emergency call. Witnesses say Dralin's signature charm vanished in a split second. His skin went ashen. He didn't excuse himself. He didn't wave to the cameras. He simply turned, phone pressed to his ear, and sprinted toward the valet stand, leaving his publicist and the press in stunned silence. I've never seen him look like that, said one photographer who has covered Dralin for a decade. He looked like a man who had just been told the world was ending. For Dralin, it was. Elena was in the hospital. The call had come from Elena's private physician, Dr. Eris Thorne. Elena, who had been quietly battling a recurring health issue that the couple had kept private to protect their peace, had collapsed at their Malibu residence. It happened very fast. A source close to the family revealed exclusively. She was feeling faint earlier in the day, but insisted Dralin go to the event. She didn't want to be the reason he missed his big night. That's just who Elena is. But around 8 p.m., her condition deteriorated rapidly. By the time the ambulance arrived, she was unconscious. The diagnosis was critical, an acute internal rupture requiring immediate, high-risk surgery. As Dralin tore down the Pacific Coast Highway, weaving through traffic at dangerous speeds, his knuckles were white on the steering wheel. Sources say he remained on the line with the paramedics the entire ride, his voice cracking as he begged them to keep her stable. St. Jude's Medical Center is accustomed to celebrity arrivals, but the scene at the emergency room entrance at 8:45 p.m. was chaotic. When Dralin's car screeched to a halt, he didn't wait for security. He abandoned the vehicle in the ambulance bay and rushed through the sliding doors. He was still. Elena had already been prepped for surgery by the time Dralin arrived. He was allowed a grand total of 30 seconds with her before they wheeled her into the operating theater. According to a hospital insider, the interaction was heartbreaking. Elena, groggy from medication and pale against the sheets, managed to reach for his hand. Dralin pressed her hand to his forehead, whispering something that no one else heard before kissing her knuckles. He looked like he was trying to breathe life into her, the insider said. When the doors closed, separating them, he didn't move for a full minute. He just stared at the "Do Not Enter" sign. Then began the wait. The surgery was scheduled to take 4 hours. For Dralin, it was an eternity. He refused to go to the private VIP waiting room, opting instead to sit in a plastic chair in the hallway nearest the surgical wing. He refused water. He refused food. He simply sat, elbows on his knees, head in his hands, staring at the floor. By 10 p.m., word had leaked. The paparazzi had descended upon the hospital perimeter. Fans began to gather, lighting candles and holding signs that read, "Pray for Alana." Inside, Dralin was unaware of the circus outside. He was lost in a private hell. He was texting her phone, a friend who arrived later said. He knew she couldn't read them, but he kept sending messages like, "I'm right here and you're the strongest person I know." It was his way of staying connected to her while she was under the knife. At 11:30 p.m., the atmosphere in the hallway shifted. A nurse hurried out of the operating room, looking tense. Dralin stood up so fast his chair toppled over. "Is she okay?" he demanded. There had been a complication. Her blood pressure had dropped dangerously low during the procedure. The surgical team was working to stabilize her, but the situation was touch and go. Dralin paced the length of the corridor, roughly 20 feet, back and forth, like a caged animal. Witnesses say he was muttering prayers, bargaining with the universe. This was the man who had everything: fame, fortune, adoration. But in this sterile hallway, he realized he had nothing if he didn't have Alana. "Take everything else," he was heard saying to his manager, who had arrived to support him. "I don't care about the career. I don't care about the money. Just let her wake up." The operation concluded at 2:15 a.m. When the lead surgeon emerged, pulling off his surgical cap, Dralin froze. The silence in the hallway was deafening. The surgeon looked tired, his eyes heavy. He walked over to Dralin and placed a hand on his shoulder. "She made it," the surgeon said. "It was close, but she's stable." The relief was physical. Dralin's legs gave out, and he collapsed into the chair, burying his face in his hands. Shoulders shaking, the superstar wept openly. They weren't tears of sadness, but of an overwhelming, crushing release of tension. It wasn't until 4 a.m. that Alana was moved to the recovery suite and woke up. Dralin was sitting by her bedside, holding her hand in both of his. By the next morning, Dralin had issued a brief statement through his team. "Alana is recovering well after a successful emergency surgery. We are eternally grateful to the incredible team at St. Jude's for saving her life. We ask for privacy as she heals. She is my world, and I am just happy she is still in it." Dralin has canceled all upcoming appearances for the next month. Sources say he has set up a bed in the hospital room and refuses to leave her side for more than a few minutes. The scare has reportedly changed him. The glitz and glamour of his celebrity life have faded into the background, replaced by the stark reality of how fragile life can be. As the sun rose over Los Angeles the morning after the operation, fans outside the hospital cheered when they heard the good news. But upstairs, in a quiet room on the 4th floor, the only sound that mattered was the steady, rhythmic beep of the heart monitor and the soft breathing of the woman Dralin loves, safe and sound. Video footage confirms Dralin left the gala a mere 14 minutes after arriving. A patrol car reportedly clocked Dralin doing 90 miles per hour, but escorted him to the hospital once the officer realized the emergency. The vigil. Dralin's co-stars were seen arriving at the hospital around midnight to offer support, but Dralin refused to see anyone, remaining focused solely on the surgery doors.